welcome to my channel K7 Therapies. My name is Kirti. Hope you are liking all my videos and they are proving to be beneficial for you all. So if you are liking it, do subscribe to my channel and share it with your friends. And do like and share this video and watch it till the end, as we are going to talk about meltdowns today. So meltdowns for autistic children is a big concern for the parents, for the therapist, for the teachers as well if the child is going to the school. So when a meltdown occurs, the child may become very cranky, he or she may become very irritated, frustrated, and a meltdown is occurred due to an overwhelming situation. An overwhelming situation for a child can be anything. It can be sensory overload, when a child has to face a lot of sensory tolerance basically, and where the threshold is very less. For example, now the schools are reopening after a very long time. Children will be going to the school, so the environment will be completely different. They will not see the parents for a long period of time. Students will be there, teachers will be there, so completely the environment is going to change now. So that can be a sensory overload, because there will be a lot of auditory stimulation, there will be a lot of visual stimulation, there will be a lot of sensory input for the child, which maybe the child is not able to tolerate. So that may lead to a meltdown basically. So when a meltdown occurs, the child may cry very loudly, the child may scream, the child may start banging their head, they may start self-hitting, self-biting, or hitting the people who are around the child. So being parents or health professional, most importantly being parents at home, what you can do is to prevent a meltdown. Whenever the child is having a meltdown, whatever the situations that may lead to a meltdown, we need to be sure and we need to prevent that situation from occurring. If a child is not ready to face you going out, ऐसा बहुत बार होता है जब पेरेंट्स बच्चे को छोड़ के घर से बाहर जाते हैं और बच्चा जब उन्हें देखता है, द चाइल्ड फील्स वेरी लेफ्ट आउट, और ही फील्स वेरी अलोन एट होम. सो दैट मे लीड टू अ मेल्टडाउन. So try to record, try to keep a checklist of all the situations where the child may feel or very irritated, or the child may feel very sad. So try to avoid those situations. So this is the first and the foremost thing which we can do to prevent a meltdown. So whenever you are going out without letting your child know about it, so that is a trigger point basically, which will lead to a meltdown in future. So whatever the trigger points are, maybe loud music outside or inside the home, loud very bright lights in the room, or very dull lights in the room. It can be anything related to the senses, related to the 8 senses of the body. The meltdown can be caused due to any of the factors. So being parents at home, you need to be very sure of those trigger points basically, which are leading to a meltdown and which So try to prevent all those situations from occurring in front of the child. And the most important thing, when a child is having a meltdown, try to be very calm with the child. If you feel burnt out or you will react very loudly or very irritatedly on the child may feel very disturbed with that. So being parents at home, you need to be very calm. Do not lose your patience with the child. Try to hug your child very tightly, try to calm them down, and once the meltdown is over, then sit and explain that how the child was behaving. And most importantly, you have to be a positive solution for the child basically. If we will scold the child, if we will hit the child, they may create that kind of flashbacks in the mind. So, and if that flashback will start occurring again in the brain, that will again lead to a meltdown. So to prevent that, you have to maintain your patience. You have to handle the child very calmly, try to give them a hug, try to console them, try to sort things out with the child. And if a child is old enough to explain, then try to find out the reason for the meltdown. Also, one easiest thing that we can do is, at your homes, we can just make a small room for a child, a small tent house kind of a room that kids have usually. So like that kind of a room you can give to a child, where when the child is feeling very overwhelmed, when the child is feeling very disturbed and is not happy what is happening all around. So the child may go to that small room to have his or her own space. So that is one thing which can very easily be done at home. Other than that, if there are very frequent meltdowns, try to talk to your therapist once what can be the reason and what can be the possible solutions depending upon the child. As we all know, every child has different features, the way they talk, the way they behave, the way they show their sensory requirements. It is all different depending upon the child. So the reason of meltdowns and the solution to the meltdowns will also differ depending upon the intensity and severity of the meltdown. So talk to your therapist if you feel there is something which is not in your control, and it is very important to control these meltdowns, as if it is occurring very frequently, the child will not be able to concentrate on a particular activity or task which is being given to the child. So I hope this video is beneficial for you all. If you like it, do give it a thumbs up, and you can give your suggestions or any feedback or any query in the comments below. And all the details regarding the clinic, which is K7 Therapies, the child therapy clinic, it is mentioned in the description box. So do let us know if we can help you out in any way. And thank you for watching.